welcome. I want to say I am looking forward to this conversation. This is Loren Fogelman with Business Success Solution, and today's topic is how to scale your practice with advisory services. Such a hot topic. There is so much going around that, including conferences that are focusing on that singular topic. My special guest today is Adam Lean, and you are in the right place if you're ready to scale your accounting firm without working additional hours. You want to determine what's required for offering advisory services. And then really the most important question is, what do you charge for those advisory services? I suggest you have pen and paper ready because Adam is going to share generously. Then as we wrap up, we'll let you know how to be able to connect with him, find out more at the end of this. Adam Lean is a former accountant turned two-time entrepreneur who built, scaled, and sold two businesses. While helping those other business owners out, he realized his passion was teaching, providing tools to business owners to help them make more money and have peace of mind. He currently runs the CFO Project, and that's a company that trains financial professionals how to offer an outsourced CFO and business advisory services. You can find more about the CFO Project at thecfoproject.com. And right now, let's just get right into it. Adam, I want to invite you to the conversation. I am looking forward to what we're going to dig into.
I'm excited as well. And thank you so much for allowing me to be here.
Absolutely. This is all for the greater good. And before we actually start to discuss CFO services and how to integrate them into your firm, can you share a little bit about your background and your role at the CFO Project?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, honestly, I graduated college with an accounting degree, and so I got a job as an accountant, and I really didn't like it. I understood and I appreciate understanding accounting and having that experience. I just didn't like the idea that my entire job was to record the past. I wanted to help the business grow and I had all these ideas on wanting to help the business grow. And coincidentally, the business wanted me to help it grow, but that wasn't my role. And so because I was creatively frustrated, I started a business on the side at nights and on the weekends. It was an e-commerce store. This is back in 2005. And I started a business that had nothing to do with accounting, but that business grew a lot. And before I knew it, I was doing a little over 7 figures in annual revenue from this e-commerce store. So I quit my day job as an accountant. I focused on this and I kept growing it. And then a lot of other business owners that I knew in my space were approaching me for help. They wanted advice. And I quickly realized that I had taken for granted the fact that I understood the numbers, the fact that I had an accounting background. I understood the numbers in my business. I understood what was driving revenue, what was driving profit, what was driving cash flow. And more importantly, I knew which drivers were not working and the ones I needed to improve. These other business owners, they were clueless. And so that's why they wanted my help. And so then I had the idea of why not turn this into some sort of outsourced CFO business advisory firm. And that's what I did. And I'm selling my website. This was several years ago, about 7 years ago. And I started this CFO firm. I quickly got to capacity because business owners want, and when I say want, they actually crave somebody that they trust to tell them what to do. And, you know, there's not that many people, and if you think about it, there's not that many people in the business owners' lives that they can trust with business matters, trust with telling them what to do. I mean, who do business owners turn to? Their friends, their family, their spouse, their employees. You know, if you think about it, the accountant, their bookkeeper are the financial people in their lives, but traditionally, accountants and bookkeepers' job is to record the past. Well, what if all of a sudden you became the trusted advisor? Not only will they pay you to record the past, they'll pay you even more to tell them what to do. And that's exactly the philosophy that I used to build my business. And then I met my now business partner, Jeff Prager, and he was doing something very similar. And he had a very similar philosophy. So we thought, why don't we combine companies, combine firms? And that's what we did. And then we started a membership program to train other accountants and bookkeepers and CPAs and enrolled agents how to do the exact same thing, how they can escape what we call the accountant's trap, where instead of trading time for money, you're trading, you're selling value, and you could sell it for a lot more and make a lot more money than the traditional accountant or bookkeeper would. So that's how it got started. And I'm the CEO of the CFO Project.
And Adam, I think that this is really something near and dear to the hearts of so many accounting professionals, whether they are bookkeepers, tax preparers, CPAs, that they really want to understand more how to be able to help their clients grow, how to have that capacity of not just doing the compliance part, but really being able to build in that new stream of revenue, which can be very, very profitable, of being future focused. Because as you mentioned, business owners, they don't understand the numbers as well as financial people do. And who do you trust more than usually your accounting professional? Because talking about the numbers and the money in your business is something that is very, very vulnerable for most business owners anyway.
Absolutely.
And because that, as you work with them more and more, the trust is naturally there. And the next direction, it sounds like, just comes from how to help them apply the numbers to make better decisions in their business.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I would love to hear about firm owners scaling without working more hours so that they can get their life back.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, if you think about it, accountants and bookkeepers spend a lot of time working on tasks that in the minds of their client are not valuable. We all know as accountants that what we do is important. Let's face it. We know that what we do is important, but your clients don't know that. The bookkeeping, accounting, tax, all that is on the laundry list of things that business owners care about. It falls at the bottom. And so because of that, they're not going to be able to pay you more. So how is an accountant or a bookkeeping firm owner, how are they going to make more money? Well, there's only two options. One, work more hours, or hire more people so you could take on more clients. All of this just adds a lot more of the low value, high compliance, high transactional work onto your plate. And that's a recipe for burnout. So recipe for burnout for the accounting and bookkeeping owner, firm owner, because they're gonna have to work more hours. Now, there's a third way that businesses can make more money. That's by charging more. But as we talked about, you can't charge more because what you sell is, in the minds of a business owner, a commodity. It's like if there's two gas stations next to each other, one's 40 cents higher than the other, most people are going to go to the cheaper gas station to get gas, even though there could be a major difference in the quality of gas. In the minds of the average motorist, they don't care. I mean, I don't care. And unfortunately, your clients feel the same way about your services because they think every accountant can do the exact same thing the same way, and they think every bookkeeper can do the exact same thing the same way. We all know that they can't. We all know there's a major difference between you and another bookkeeper, or you and another accountant. You're probably better, but your clients don't know that because they don't know what they're looking for. They don't understand books. They just, when you say, I'm going to do the books, they're like, okay, they have no clue what that even means. The tax accountant, they just get the taxes once a year from their tax accountant and they sign them. They don't really get it. They don't understand because the business owner's focused on their business. So if all of a sudden you could become the advisor, the financial advisor that the client wants to speak to, and the key word is want to, because most business owners don't want to necessarily look forward to speaking to their accountant or bookkeeper, much like most people don't look forward to going to their dentist. But if you could become somebody that you look forward to spending time with, then all of a sudden they'll pay you more, they'll retain you longer, and they'll share you with their friends, which means you'll get referrals more often. All of which means you'll be able to charge more. And if you're providing higher value services, business advisory or outsourced CFO services, you could do all that, charge more, and do that with a lot less hours than with compliance work. Like case in point, we have a membership program where we train accountants and bookkeepers how to do this. In our program, one of our members, he's been a tax accountant for about 26 years. He sold his tax practice last year. He joined us 2 years ago, sold his tax practice last year. And then this year, about 2 months ago, we have a wins board. he posted on a wins board that he's on track to make more money this year than he's ever had, and he didn't have to go through a tax season. This is the first time he has not had to go through a tax season in 26 years, and he's making way more money.
That is a beautiful thing. And part of what I have seen is that the work that accounting professionals, bookkeepers do is so important. But like you said, their clients don't really have a clue. They're hiring you more out of necessity than really out of desire. And by making the shift from compliance or after the fact work to really looking at the future focus, helping them grow, make better business decisions, you go from being back of mind to top of mind.
Yes, absolutely. They'll pay you.
And now they're reaching out to you. They're engaged. They want to hear your input because they recognize the value of what you're really bringing to the table. And I would find that when my clients are making that shift into advisory services also, it is so much more fulfilling for them than just doing the compliance or the after the fact part of their work.
I agree. And I think a lot of the reason why it's more fulfilling is because you're having a tangible impact on lives, your clients' lives, your clients' families' lives, because now you're helping your client not only make more money, but have a peace of mind so that when your client, the business owner, is at home with their family, they're present. They're not worried about their business or if it's all going to fall apart or if they can make payroll next Friday. They have this peace of mind. So they're at home with their family. So you have an impact on their financial lives, impact on their mindset, their peace of mind, impact on your clients' employees, because now their job is more secure. They'll be able to expand. You're just having an impact, which is, to your point, way more fulfilling than just simply putting numbers in boxes.
Absolutely. But I think that something that does come up is that they want to know, do you need to be qualified, or do you need certain certifications behind your name? And what if I'm a bookkeeper? How can I be doing advisory services whereas I don't have a EA or a CPA credential behind my name? So how does someone actually know if they're qualified to be offering advisory services?
It's a fantastic question. That's a question we get a lot, because a lot of people, especially bookkeepers and some accountants, think I'm not qualified to be the CFO. Well, here's the thing. You're probably not qualified to be the CFO for Coca-Cola or Microsoft or Exxon, but you are qualified, and I'll explain what I mean. You are qualified to be the CFO / business advisor for small and medium-sized businesses, because it's not like a business owner. So let's say somebody owns a $4 million construction company. It's not like that person, who is probably an expert at construction, not numbers or business or strategy or whatnot. They're an expert at construction. It's not like they're trying to decide between you and the former CFO for Coca-Cola. They're not. They're deciding between you and nothing. Okay, so first of all, having somebody like you in their corner, even if you have zero experience doing business advising, is more helpful than nothing, because at least you understand the numbers. Now, with a little bit of training and experience, you will shoot up on the qualifications scale to really help the business owner grow. And when I say training and experience, we have a big saying in our program: we could train we could give you videos on how to ride a bike, but until you actually get on the bike, it's not going to make sense, and you're not going to know how to ride a bike. So we'll train you on how to be an outsourced CFO and business advisor. We'll train you how to get clients, how to sell those clients, and how to provide a really good service. But until you actually go and do it, it's going to be a different ballgame. And that's why we give you prompts to go do certain things with the clients and to get new clients. And then we have weekly roundtables where you come in and share your experience and get help every single week as you're doing it, because we want you to be a really good business advisor. So if you have a question about how to, what should you say to this client, or my client asked me this, I don't know how to respond, we have a place for you to come, because you need experience from other people that are doing exactly what you do. So with training and experience, you'll all of a sudden be able to help your client, that construction business owner, not only understand their numbers in a way that makes sense to them, but you'll give them a plan that they can use that'll make sense to grow the revenue, profit, and cash flow in their business which cash flow, as we all know, is the most important thing. It trumps
Mhm.
revenue, trumps profit. But it's a foreign concept to most business owners because most businesses fail. And they all fail because they didn't have access to cash. I mean, Uber, a major tech company, yet to make a profit, but they're still in business to this day after a decade because they have cash. They have cash flow from investors. Most businesses don't have that luxury. If you want cash, you have to either go into debt or use your personal savings. So all of a sudden, you have an accountant or bookkeeper who understands the numbers and has training and experience in helping businesses grow, helping that construction business owner every single month. The construction business owner now has a plan of what to do, a specific plan, not a theory-ridden plan that you just read in some business book, an actual plan tailored to their business. Then all of a sudden, the business owner will know exactly what to do, and they will look forward to your next meeting next month because you're showing them exactly what to do to have a more profitable business. So to wrap up your question about qualification, you will, with some training and experience, be qualified. And by the way, you can be the CFO for Coca-Cola or Amazon or a large company and still fail at the job of being a CFO for small businesses. Why? Because as a CFO for a large company, you're an employee. You're actually executing the things that you recommend. When you're a fractional CFO or an outsourced CFO or business advisor, you're not an employee. You're a contractor. You could tell your client what to do, but until they do it, then nothing in their business is going to change. So you could be the most credentialed, qualified. You could have the CPA and all the other letters of the alphabet after your name. But if you can't get a business owner to take action, then you will fail. And so half of our training in our program is dedicated to how to talk to clients, how to get clients to understand, how to get clients to take action, because that is the defining of success, the definition.
And I think that what you're really talking about is taking what you already know and having some type of framework to be able to communicate that in order for the business owner to be able to comprehend what you're sharing with them and actually apply it to be able to see the results, which actually then adds value to your relationship. So it's not that they don't understand the numbers as far as accounting professionals go. Every accounting professional understands the numbers to some degree, but it's can you actually explain them and communicate them in a way that that business owner who doesn't have the same insights can get it from you and actually see the benefits of meeting with you then. Because that's what happens so often, Adam, is that people want to be doing accounting professional wants to be doing more meetings with their clients, but their clients don't want to meet with them, and they don't want to meet with them because they don't see the value of it.
That's right.
So this is really showing them how to be able to add value. So it creates that light bulb moment for their clients to absolutely want to have those meetings now and show up.
Right. And a lot of, there's this trend now, especially with QuickBooks Online, that a lot of bookkeepers and accountants will connect these apps that have all these graphs and fancy charts and ways to demonstrate, the numbers in a way that they think their clients like. Here's the thing, your clients don't want those things. They don't want to learn numbers or data or see graphs or charts. They want you to learn it and just interpret it for them. Put it in business language speak, not accounting speak. They want you to learn all that and then just tell them what to do. Yes, they do want to understand their numbers, but they're not going to learn the balance sheet. They're not going to learn the statement of cash flows. They barely understand the P&L. They just want you to interpret all of that for them and just tell them what to do. Just like when I go to the dentist, I don't really want to learn how to read the charts that the dentist uses to measure my teeth quality. I just want them to tell me, here's what you need to do.
Exactly. So then one of the things that comes up next, because I think it's really important and top of mind for so many firm owners, especially when they're still in that growth phase, is how does this help them to attract new clients and new business to their firm?
Yeah, so business owners are, like I said earlier, they crave somebody that they can trust to just tell them what to do. And so when they come across somebody like you that can do that, so anybody listening, that if you come across as somebody that they can trust, that a client can trust, that can tell them what to do. In other words, you're not speaking like an accountant. You're speaking like a trusted advisor. If you come across like that and you're discovered by somebody, whether it's at a BNI meeting, a Rotary meeting, an online website, a group, internet, a group, Zoom meeting, a Rotary meeting, whether you come, regardless of where it is, if you could come across as a trusted business advisor, they will hang on to your every word and they will do exactly what you suggest. And so you'll be able to, that's how Jeff and I were able to quickly get to capacity. I mean, we were at capacity within months. And it's because if you could talk the right way to business owners, you will attract them. And the implications of what I'm saying is that most accountants are not talking the right way to business owners. They are talking in accounting language. They think that what they care about, the accountant cares about, is what their clients care about, and it's not. Clients don't care about the timeliness of books and the quality of the books and the ratio analysis and making sure the accounts are in the right, that the transactions are the right chart of accounts. Your clients don't care. So
they don't even understand what a COA is or that they have one.
Absolutely. They don't care. But if you can talk in a way that resonates with them and talk about things that they care about, which is making more money so they can take time off, so they can go on vacation, so they can hire more people, so they can expand their company, so they can hire more marketing people, do better marketing, hire better people, buy another truck. Those are the things that they care about. And if you could speak to those things, they will pay attention, which means you'll have a much higher conversion rate of getting people to sign on to your advisory service or CFO service. And by the way, if you could get somebody to sign on to that, they'll agree to your bookkeeping add-on or your accounting add-ons or tax add-on service. Absolutely.
And Adam, what I see is that so many firm owners are very generous. They are client-centered. They're probably already doing this to some degree, but they're giving it away for free. They're not charging for it. So let's go ahead and talk about the pricing part of this. What is it that someone can charge when maybe they are just giving it away for free and everybody can pick their brain?
Great question. And but first, I kind of want to explore why accountants are giving this away for free. And you're right, a lot of them are. And I feel that it's because the accountant is really not confident in themselves. They're not confident in the quality of advice they're giving, and they don't really know if the advice they're giving is accurate. So they don't want to charge for it. They're insecure in their ability to be a business advisor, so they don't want to charge for it. Second reason is if their clients are asking those questions. And so the accountant is sort of backed into a corner thinking, man, I want to keep my client happy, and they're asking these business advisory type questions. So I've got to provide some type of answer because I want to keep them as a client. And so they think that, and so therefore they give it away for free. But it's a clue, because your clients are asking, that they want that kind of advice from you. So what we recommend, if you're an accountant or bookkeeper, to have a separate engagement with your client where you're charging, you have an engagement of an outsourced CFO or business advisory service, and we recommend that you charge a flat fee per month for this service. And the minimum that we recommend that you charge is $1,500 at least a month. The average member in our program charges about $2,500 a month for this service, but it needs to be what we call a productized service, meaning you're giving your clients a specific set of deliverables. In other words, because a lot of fractional CFOs will go out there and say, I could be your CFO, what do you need? And then they're waiting for the client to tell them. Well, the client doesn't really know. And most businesses that have a CFO on staff or want a CFO don't really want a CFO. They just want like a head comptroller or head accountant. They don't really understand the difference. They just call them, we have a CEO, we have a COO, we have a CMO, let's get a CFO. CFO, here's the books, do the books every month. That's not what a CFO really does. A CFO helps the business owner or the leadership team know what to do to grow cash flow, to grow revenue, profit, and cash flow. They guide the leadership team. They understand the numbers and guide the leadership team on having to have a financially healthy business. And so when you're providing that type of guidance, that's valuable. And so you need to charge for it. So we recommend you offer a productized CFO service where you're saying, here is what I will do for you. The end result is that you will have more cash flow and you will know exactly what to do every single month to have a growing and more profitable business. If that's not happening, then I will fire myself. Essentially what you're saying. And you charge, no less than $1,500 a month for this. And if you think about it, if you're charging one client, and by the way, with a product house CFO service, it takes about 4 hours per month, the way we teach it, for you to deliver that for your service. So $1,500 a month for 4 hours, that's a lot of, what is that per hour? $375 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
An hour, $375 an hour. So you're earning $1,500 per client. Imagine if you kept that client for 12 months, which should be a no-brainer. I mean, my longest client's been with me for 7 years now. $1,500 a month times 12 is $18,000 per client for 4 hours worth of work. Imagine if you had 10 clients, that's 180 grand a year from just 10 clients at 4 hours per month per client. That means you're working 40 hours per month to service 10 clients. That's huge, considering that the average accountant's salary in the United States is $78,000. You're doubling your salary, working half as much, and you're having a bigger impact. It's a no-brainer.
It is a beautiful thing when this happens. And the other thing that I think I want to just also say is that as you move in this direction and you're having someone that's investing $1,500 a month with you because they see the benefits of working with you and moving in that direction, is you end up with a better quality client. They are showing up, they are engaged, they're following through with your recommendations, as opposed to the one that are laggards with everything. And not only is it now going to increase the revenue in your firm, but it's going to remove your stress. You're going to get your time back. You now have a business that raises your quality of life instead of one that sucks the life out of you.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
So, Adam, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. You made some really powerful conversation points. I love this conversation. It is so timely, so important. It makes a difference for the lives of accounting professionals and allows them to serve their clients even more deeply. Some of the things we covered is being able to scale your practice without working additional hours, determining what's required for business advisory services, what to charge so you're no longer giving it away for free. If somebody wants to reach out to you, talk with you further, how can they best do that?
Oh, great question. So you can go to their website, thecfoproject.com, thecfoproject.com. There's several free trainings and other things that you could take advantage of on that website. If you want to ask me a question or reach out to me, my email is adam@thecfoproject.com. Go to LinkedIn, just type in my name, Adam Lean, Lean, and I'll probably be the first one to pop up. Reach out. I would love to talk to you.
Adam, thank you so much for the engaging conversation. I want to acknowledge everybody that joined us. This is Loren Fogelman, Business Success Solution, showing accounting professionals how to double their income, working half the time.